What would you say to Michael right now?
Justice for Michael.
Justice, do you think he's getting justice? Do you think he's getting justice?
Tell yet.
It's too early to tell?
Yeah.
Do you like what the defense is doing, or do you think that they're trying to shift the blame to Dr. Arnie Klein?
If you need to. That was HLN's Jane Velez Mitchell catching up with Joe Jackson outside the courtroom earlier today. The gentleman behind Michael's father was here last night and wanted more time to express the views of the Jackson family as well as his own. He is Majestik Magnificent. He was a good friend and personal magician for Michael Jackson, and he's still a very close friend of the Jackson family. Welcome back, Mr. Magnificent. You and Joe left court early today, and you say he was frustrated. What kind of things what was he doing during the drive home? What was his mindset?
I got tired of that mess. You have to understand, Mr. Jackson. Joseph, it's hard for Joe to sit and listen to stuff that he think is a bunch of mess. He gets frustrated, so he just wanted to leave. He told me. He said, "I got sick, or I walked out." He said, "I got tired."
Is it painful for him? I would think.
Yeah, because he would like to get up and talk.
What would he say if he would get up there?
I can't answer that, but he would say something. It'll be truth.
Yeah,
it would be truth. He might not like the words he used, but it'd be truth.
Yeah.
Leave my damn son alone. Man, I wish, you had Nancy Grace on the show a few minutes ago. I wish I could have said some words to her. I don't like Nancy Grace.
What would you say?
Nancy Disgrace. I mean Nancy Grace. I don't like her. I think she did Michael wrong on her show. I think she was horrible. Just the things she said, trying Michael in the, using her show to try Michael instead of
back during that. Yeah.
But I have to agree. I know I agree with her what she said today.
Okay.
Michael is a murder victim, and he should be treated. That's right. I know I'm agreeing with Nancy Grace, believe it or not, on that statement. He should be treated equally and fairly like any other murder victim, because he was murdered. And I'm here today. Mr. Jackson told me to tell you hello and told me to do your show. Joe told me. I told him I was doing. He told me to come and do your show. I'm here on his behalf. So let's get down to this, okay?
Go.
Michael Jackson, between Joseph, Latoya, I know, and different family members, was 100% murdered. All this other stuff about him killing himself and injecting himself is a bunch of mess. This is a murder trial, which Nancy Grace said. I can't believe I'm agreeing with Nancy Grace, but that's what she said, and she's right. It is a murder trial.
Is Dr. Murray the murderer?
Yes.
Flat out.
Along with other people too. Let me say this. Of course, it's legal. I can't call no name, but this is my personal opinion and my personal viewpoint. I want to call names, but they say I shouldn't do that.
I've heard other interviews where people around Michael start getting very vague when it comes to talking.
Well,
what is that?
Well, we don't want to say nothing to go mess up the prosecution. We don't want to say nothing. But there's a lot of people involved that should be investigated that's not being investigated. Because Michael's worth more to people dead than he was alive. But I will say this: follow the dollar. That's what it's about, money. Follow the dollar. You mean
it's like the TV, like the movie The Producers, where if they fail, they make more money, and so they intentionally failed and did in the star?
Did you say that?
Judge Seidlin said that yesterday.
Okay,
I'm just reporting what he said.
Here's something. You got people coming up missing, So you got people coming up missing.
So you think there's
dying weird and stuff? Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not saying anything.
Can you name names about that?
No. They won't let me loose and say what I want to say.
Who's they?
The family.
Okay. So you're representing Catherine and Joe?
No. I'm representing Majestik Magnificent.
Okay, but you're trying to follow what they'd like.
Absolutely.
To do.
I would never. Catherine was a second mother to me, and I have nothing but love and utmost respect for her. And I would never, ever do anything to hurt her or her family.
And tell us again about your relationship with Michael. Who was he to you? What you know him to be?
Given. I never met a man with character and heart such as good as Michael. I'm going to tell you the Michael Jackson, okay? One time, Michael and I was walking in the Havenhurst mansion in the backyard, and there was a little bird on the ground, and the bird was dead. I hear somebody crying in the back, and I look around. I said, Michael, what you doing? He said, look there. And there's a little baby bird. I said, okay. He said, what you want to do? You want to take the bird and put it in the ground, or you want to bury it? I said, I'm not touching no bird. I'll say a prayer with you. So he put the bird in the ground, said a prayer with it, climbed up in the tree, fixed a nest so no more birds would fall out. You and I would have walked over that bird and kept going. That was Michael Jackson. He loved.
Too sensitive?
No. People should be more sensitive and have compassion.
Well, and another thing I keep hearing about him is it was a great father. with that caring and that compassion. How come he never had a real? It seemed like he never had luck in romantic relationships. Why do you think that was?
I mean, Mama had a lot to do that. Michael was no dog like me. So I would, I love women, and I'm being honest with you. I would date him. Michael's a class act. His mother raised him. He's a Jehovah's Witness, which I have the utmost respect for her.
And LaToya once told me that was a big quality.
Yes.
That people miss that. People don't know how much the Jehovah's Witness meant to him.
And in that whole family structure from their mother, Catherine.
Particularly LaToya and Michael, though, I think it was a big deal for them. Yeah.
Yes. And Michael had a lot of, also Reby, the oldest daughter, would talk to Michael about this, called The Truth, would talk to him about it and everything. And he grew up that way. So when it comes to women, he wasn't worldly like me or like all, like rappers and stuff. Like, he wouldn't go to, he's a class act. So,
This is really, let's just, I've got like about a minute left, but is there something you want to tell the world about how sad this is? I mean, this is really a sad story. He was a dear friend of yours. Let us understand that.
This is what I want to say. The fans is supportive and keep doing what you're doing. Michael, love you for this. It's important. The fans are important. This is a tragedy. This doctor took away the greatest star in the history of the world, the greatest entertainer, and he's somebody's son, somebody's brother. And my personal opinion, once again, he should spend the rest of his life in jail, take the key and throw it away, and never let him out. You're a doctor. He did no. You did some things that was unethical. You got to pay. Thank you. We don't be on Nancy Grace show. I got some words for Nancy Grace.
I'll talk to Nancy. She's going to go rehearsl dancing. We can go visit her rehearsal.
Nancy can't dance?
Yes, she can. I've seen it myself.
But not try to pick her up. She's kind of heavy,
You're being mean now. Next, I'm joined by a group of medical colleagues to discuss and dissect the complicated relationship shared by Michael Jackson and his doctor, Conrad Murray. Remember, you can get full 24-hour coverage of the Michael Jackson death trial at hlntv.com/Michael Jackson. Be right back.
If I had a chance to say anything to my brother again, I would just let him know that if he didn't say another note or do anything else for anyone else on this earth, he's done a whole lot. He's done more than most. And he's accomplished a lot. And he's a legend.